Hey, this is the McGuire Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Cat Tower. This is actually a really fun little game. I just picked it up at Origins 2016. This is the Kickstarter version, which was pretty cool that they had that version at Origins. It's from IDW Games and Pandasaurus Games. Now, normally I would have this set out up front. We would kind of go through the components. I'm going to do somewhat of an unboxing today. I have already opened this, only to show you that after you get everything out of this box, all the components, it will fit back in the box just fine. So we'll go ahead and open this up. And I will say that as we're opening it here, this is a 2 to 6 players. Again, this is the Kickstarter version, so it does come with a 7th player add-on. It's 15 to 20 minutes and ages 6+, so it's nice, you know. It's a great kids game at the same time. It's a lot of fun for adults. We've had a great time with it so far. So as we get this open, the first thing that I found in here is a nice little card that is signed by each one of the game creators, as well as indicates a few things that you get with the Kickstarter edition. 1 Champ Cat Fatty Catty card, 7 exclusive cat cards. That's your add-on for the 7th player. Cat Tower Lite and Cat Tower Plus. So it's nice. You got your standard rule set to this game, then they added in a light version to the game, which is a 2-player, and then a plus version for the game as well. And those do come with an extra die. We'll get that here in a second. Rule set is right here, both one of those books. The standard, well, let's see, the standard rule book is here, and then this one is the one for the light and the plus expansion. And those are very, very simple. Just a couple pages there. Goes over all the rules. Very simple, straightforward game. We'll get that out here in the front. And there's also a card in here that's just a little bit about a game they're going to be having coming up here in the fall. It's called Awesome Kingdom. This also looks like a really, really cool game. And then what I'll show you here is that, and I'll show you these cards. When you open the box, they're all in this box flat, right? It's like a flat card. You actually bend these cards, and I'll show you how that works. But you can see that everything will go back in this box just fine, because I know people might have a little bit of an issue after you bend those cards, because you'll need to stack them, getting them back in the box. So this is how I've gone about that. So it fits back in the box really nice, and I'll pull all of those out. And we'll set those to the side, and then you've got a couple packs here of some various chits, and I'll explain those. You've got 3 wooden die in this set, and it does come with some stickers, and they're a good size die, a little bigger than well, quite a bit bigger than your standard dice. So you can see there that they're a pretty good size. So that's nice. You know, it works well with kids being a little bit larger. And then here on the side of this box is where I've placed the rest of these cards. There's 2 different types of cards in the game. One, you're going to have, and they're all the same kind of thick card stock. It's not a basic, like a basic plain card. And some of them stay completely flat like this. And then they've got some images of some various cat images on them. And that's what's kind of cool about this game. Like there's lots of different types of looking cats that are in the game. And then the other type of card that you have here is the actual cats. And I'll kind of put those out here at the front. There's a lot of different variation of different types of cats you can see here that you can get. So basically what's going to happen is the game's going to start, and you're going to deal out to every player 7 cats. Okay? So everyone's going to get their 7 cats. So let's just say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's say I had my 7 cats, and I would stack those up or put those in front of me however I wanted to. And we would start the game by putting 1 cat on top of the tower. So we would put it right like that. And then the first player would go, and they would grab the proper die. So the reason why there's 3 dice is because there's a die for the standard game, and that's this die here. And then there's 1 for each one of the expansions. So 1 for the light and 1 for the plus expansion. So we'll set those to the side because we won't need those. Won't need those right now. So we'll take our standard die for the game, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll that die. And there's various symbols on the die, and the one that just came up here indicates that I need to take one of these flat cards. So I'm glad that I rolled that, and I need to place it on the cat tower. And then these tokens here, whenever you roll one of these little cat faces, you're going to grab one of these tokens, and they'll all be hidden, so they'll all be kind of flipped over to the pink cat side. And what you'll do is you'll randomly select one, and it will have a little symbol on it. And there's various different symbols to, making the next player, that would go next after you have to place a card, to you getting to place more of your cat cards. There's various different things that can happen. One of my all-time favorites is this thing called All Cats Equal, where everybody in the game, regardless of how many cards, cats you're left with, because the object of the game is to basically get rid of all your cats, be able to stack up all your cats, be the first one to do that. But let's say you only have like maybe 1 or 2 cats and everybody else has a lot more. If you get that all cats equal, basically you pull up all the cat cards, and then you divvy them out equal to everybody, and anything that's left over you would throw to the side. But it kind of levels the playing ground, and that's an interesting mechanic that happens. And then you're basically just going to go around each person, and every person's going to roll that die, and I rolled a single cat on that one. So, sometimes you'll just get a single cat, and you'll go to your stack, and you have to stack a cat. Sometimes you'll get 2, and you have to go to your stack, and you have to stack 2 cats. And basically, this is the entire game. Like, you're just going to keep going around stacking these cats up higher and higher and higher, and it gets really fun because at some point somebody's going to screw up, and it's going to go off balance, and the whole cat tower is gonna tumble over and fall. Looks like I'll be able to probably get all the cats I've got in front of me here, but at some point this is going to get so high, the whole tower, is going to tumble over. Well, the way the game works is if someone was to stack this up, and let's say that I put this last one on here, and oh man, I knocked some of them off, right? Some of the tower fell over. Those would be set to the side. You would leave everything else as it is, and then whoever knocked the cats off the tower, they get a penalty where they're going to have to take 2 cat cards and put it back into their stack. Okay, so again, the object of the game is to get rid of your cat cards faster than anyone else. So if you're messing up and you're knocking cat cards over, you're gaining them back to your pile. So again, you knock the cat cards off the tower, you get a penalty of 2 cat cards. Now, let's say, so for our earlier example where we had one of these flat cards. So again, as you're playing the game and you're rolling this die, there's various different actions that are going to happen. Well, one of which is going in and grabbing these flat cards and stacking these flat cards on your tower. And whenever you do that, you have to take one of your tokens. And that token actually goes right on the cat card. And the importance to that is if you were to knock some of this tower over, if one of these cards fell off as well, and one of those tokens fell off, you get an added penalty of another cat card. So again, when you knock that tower over, you're either going to get 2 cards you're going to have to take back, or if you knock one of these tokens off, you're going to have to take another card for that penalty. So it's a max of 3. So if there was 5 tokens on that card and they all 5 fell off, it's only a max of 3. So you can only take up to 3 cat cards back into your stack. And you just keep going round and round and round until the first person that's able to get successfully all of their cats stacked up and out of their area. And that's the game. That's Cat Tower. And I know it may sound incredibly simplistic. You may be thinking, wow, that's it? You just stack these cats one after the other? But I'll tell you, it is incredibly fun, and it's a great game for kids. I mean, I have a 7-year-old, and I have a 3-year-old. Even my 3-year-old has been able to play this game. He may not understand, what all the symbols do. You may have to explain it to him, but he's definitely able to reach into his pile and grab a cat and stack it on top. We've had a great time playing this as a family. I really like this game, and I actually like the theme. It's pretty fun. All the little colorful cats. Oh, there goes the tower. That would be a 2-card penalty for me. But it's a great amount of fun. I definitely recommend it. Highly recommend it. Go out and get this game. You won't be sorry. It's at a low price point. You'll have a great time with it. Click that like button like it's your job. Click below to subscribe to the McGuire Clan. This has been the McGuire Review. Thanks a lot. See you later.